Welcome, everybody, to the MLB Home Run Betting Challenge, or as I like to call it, the Dong Report, where I bet $1 on my favorite MLB home run bets for the day. Overall, I've had a ton of success doing this, and recently finally got some success as well. Yesterday, I gave out 6 home run picks on this YouTube channel. I got 1 player to hit a home run. I missed 4, and one of them was in the Braves game, which got rained out, so that was refunded. So ended the day up $1.60, which is great because I had been on a cold streak for a while. That brings my total profit on these dongs to $26 with a 10.77% ROI. As for today, I have 8 home run picks for you guys. Before we get into those 8 though, real quick, while you're here, would really appreciate it if you're not already, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, then also give me a like on the video and comment who you think is going to hit a home run if you don't like anybody that I had. And then also another housekeeping item, I have recently just launched a membership option for my YouTube channel. So I have 2 different types of memberships. One is for $1 a month. Another one is for $5 a month. So if you're interested in that, interested in becoming a Jedi and training, go ahead and check that out. It's the first link in the description of the video, as well as the pinned comment. So let's get into these picks. As I mentioned, I got 8 for you guys, and let's get into it. Play number 1 in the Rockies versus Red Sox game. We are taking Nolan Jones to hit a home run. That is at plus 560 odds at FanDuel. So I'm going to have 2 players in this game, and every single bet is going to be on FanDuel. So just go ahead and log into FanDuel now. So admittedly, for this game, Rockies Red Sox being played in Boston at Fenway Park, admittedly not the best weather specifically for home runs to be hit in this one, but still going to have 2 players that I like a lot. First up, we are backing Nolan Jones, the young outfielder for the Rockies. Now, Jones was recently called up on May 26th, but that guy has been awesome since he was called up. He's just been absolutely raking. So he's batting .345 on the year, and he's hit 3 home runs in his last 7 games. And prior to his these last 7 games, he only had 1 home run. So he's recently found the power to his game, and the guy's just been playing incredibly at the plate. Pitching for the Red Sox is a definitely gettable pitcher in Garrett Whitlock, so definitely not scared off of the pitching matchup. Just the weather is the concern that we have to have here, but I still really like this play. I think it's a really good one. So Nolan Jones is our first pick of the day. Next up in the same game, Rockies Red Sox, we are backing Justin Turner to hit a home run. That is also at plus 560 odds. So this next one, player on the Red Sox, obviously in Justin Turner, and his pitching matchup, so who's pitching for the Rockies, it's about as juicy as a pitching matchup can get. Austin Gomber is pitching for the Rockies. He has a 7.57 ERA and has given up 16 home runs and only 60 innings pitched. He's just been horrible this year. A lot of players have hit dongs off of him. So definitely a pitcher that you want to target for players to hit home runs off of. So Turner himself is having a decent year at the plate, but he has gotten hot recently. He's on a 5-game hitting streak, and he's got 4 multi-hit games in that 5-game stretch as well. Now, he's only hit 1 home run, so he hasn't quite found the power, but if he was ever going to find it, it would be in this game against this pitcher. So that rounds out our second pick of the evening. Now I'm going to have 2 picks in the Phillies versus Diamondbacks game. First up, we are going with Ketel Marte to hit a home run plus 630 odds at FanDuel. Now, Marte is a player that I have gone with before. The game in general, this Phillies versus Diamondbacks game, it's decent home run weather game. It's not great. It's not terrible either. It's pretty much average. And Marte is a player that the EV page seems to love. I've mentioned that I've gone with him a couple times before, and he's cashed with us before. So let's hope we can keep that hot streak alive, specifically with him. I will say he is in a little bit of a home run slump. He's only hit 1 home run in his last 10 games, and that was on June 4th. And then pitching for the Phillies is Ranger Suarez, where if you just look at his counting stats, he's got an inflated ERA, but he was terrible to start the year. He came back from injury, had like a brutal 3 or 4 first starts. He's been better recently. In his last 2 starts, he hasn't given up a home run in either of them. So we'll see how things go. This has been a crazy run series in terms of just the hitters. The Phillies scored like 15 runs yesterday. They scored 9 the game before. The Diamondbacks scored 10 runs 2 games ago. So the hitters have just been going wild in this game. So hopefully they can keep that up for our sake. Next up, same game I mentioned, Christian Walker, obviously again in the Phillies Diamondbacks. I should confirm that. Christian Walker to hit a home run plus 600 odds. Again, also all of these are at FanDuel. So another player for this game, another player for the Diamondbacks, this time backing Christian Walker, who is, I will say, he is having a pretty good year at the plate in general, but also like Marte in a little bit of a cold streak in the dong department. He hasn't yet hit a home run in June, with his last one coming on May 31st. But I will say, he went 4 for 4 at the plate yesterday. So let's just hope he can turn that success into some power and cash a dong for us. For our next pick, this is in the Braves versus Tigers game, in game 1 of the Braves versus Tigers game. So keep that in mind. They are playing a doubleheader. This is the first game. We're taking Matt Olson to hit a home run plus 360 odds, again at FanDuel. So I went with Olson yesterday. Pretty much nothing has changed because his game got rained out. So just keep that in mind, again, that this is for the morning one. And then the notes that I had yesterday, just if you missed it, Matt Olson has 18 home runs on the year, but he actually is in somewhat of a cold streak from the dong department in his standards. He's only hit 1 home run in his last 10 games, but he did hit that just 2 games ago. So let's hope that he's kind of finding his power stroke again and goes yard for us, rounding out our next pick. 3 more. Next up in the Yankees versus Mets game, we are taking Jake Bauers to hit a home run plus 560 odds at FanDuel. So Bauer just recently became an everyday player for the Yankees, and I will admit he has been struggling. He's batting .224 on the year, and he's got 2 home runs in his last 10 games. But both of those home runs came in the same game back on June 3rd against the Dodgers. So it's been about 7-8 games or so since he's last hit a home run. But I will say, pitching for the Mets is Justin Verlander, who is not the unhittable pitcher that he has been in his career. He's been pretty brutal to start the year and really not showing any signs of getting it together. In terms of the weather for this one, it's pretty average. Again, not good, not bad. Not a great weather game. Yesterday was a great weather day. Today, not so much, but this one is pretty average. So let's see if Bauers can take Verlander yard. And now I have 2 more picks to round out our dong report for today. Both of them are in the Angels versus Rangers game. First up, we're taking Jonah Heim to hit a home run. That is at plus 600 odds at FanDuel. So last 2 picks, both of them in this game, both of them are going to be a player on the Rangers. First up with Jonah Heim, who we have gone with before, and he has cashed for us before as well. So let's hope that we can, again, similar to Ketel Marte, keep up that hot streak with this player. I will say we did get him to cash. That was also the last home run he hit, which was on June 4th. So admittedly, the slate today, a lot of players that are in a cold streak from the dong department. Hopefully we can get some to keep it going. I will say Heim is batting pretty well in June. He's batting .297 on the month in general. He just hasn't quite gotten the dongs going. Pitching for the Angels is Reed Detmers. He hasn't yet given up a home run in June, but he hasn't had 2 good starts either. So he's pitched twice in June. Not really either of them. He pitched well, just didn't give up a home run. Definitely think this guy is gettable. Definitely think Heim has a chance to cash one for us. Next up, last pick of the evening is Corey Seager. I mean, Corey Seager has just been red hot. He is at plus 460 odds at FanDuel. And I mentioned, the guy's just been red hot at the plate. He's got 2 home runs in his last 4 games. He just hit one last night. Overall, on the year as a whole, he's batting .357. Now, he's only had 8 home runs, but don't let that fool you, because there was about a 5-week stretch that he missed where he didn't play any games. So obviously, he's not going to have a ton of just counting stats with the home runs. But outside of that injury, the guy has just been absolutely raking. Again, 2 home runs in his last 4 games, and he's batting .357 on the year. So definitely confident that Seager will get one for us today. And that's it. That rounds out our 8 picks for the evening. 8 home run bets for you guys. Again, if you're tailing, comment and let me know. If there's somebody that I didn't pick that you like, comment and let me know as well. Other than that, remember to like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, sign up for a membership if you are interested in becoming a Jedi in training. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.